Hello guys, SCOTTIESNR here again. This is try 2 in the manufacturers at the Circuit Decent Crocs, I believe it's called, or that's what I see. In Tom's lovely livery that he's made for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Tom. We're starting this one in 7th. A slightly poor lobby. Don't see many guys in here that we recognise. After our first try went all wrong with Mr. Blue. And straight away trying to get a move done up into the top 6. Oh, we've lost the back end there a wee bit. Remember, we had to go very defensive here. We had a guy right on our bumper threatening to stick a nose up the inside. Blocked him off. As Mr. Rank 1 in the room has an incident, and that incident continues for him. Does he hang on to it? He does. Well, you'd like to think he would be on his way back through, being ranked at number 1. Perhaps starting on the hard tyres, he'll be on his way back at us, no doubt, in the second stage of the race. And we've only just learnt this track, and I enjoyed it. It was a lovely flowing track. You see, this is the main passing area here on the track. And up into the top 4. What's our drive like? That'll do. I believe it was a top 2 finish we needed here for 200 or over points. So it was a slightly worse lobby in terms of points. I think in the previous race it might have been a top 3, maybe even 4. Would have got us the 200. And there's not much happening at the moment. We shall have a small skip and see what happens. Bit of battling starting to go on. We're getting back into a slipstream. I would say yes, that's us back in that slipstream. Pretty good now. Oh, and the Citroen almost dropping a wheel. And again he tags a wheel and just about holds on to it. And he's tagged a huge wheel there, and again holds on to it. We drifted a bit wide, and we'll take a short shift. This guy had been on our arse and we couldn't shake him off, and we spotted a bit of a gap behind him, so we thought we'll settle into the gap, look after the fuel on the tyres, and let this guy, Mr. Honey, go and kick off some shit as we try and get round. That guy making his way back on after running out into the sand, and we're back up into the top 4 again. The leader starting to get away, Mr. Brackus out front, although Mr. Surge is the man on the move as well as ourselves. He's made his way up into 2nd. And again, just nice and smooth, coasting around. Just trying to stay in the slipstream. Is there a January sale? Would this possibly be a chance for the two for the price of one offer, which only frequently comes on sale on Gran Turismo Sport? No, I don't think we're getting the run there. No, we're lifting off, coasting, saving. And again, settling in. What we'll like behind us now, icy headlights. Mr. BR1 still there. I'm sure he'll be quite happy with the position he's sitting in at the moment, like ourselves. Threatened to sneak up inside, and we get a taste of the Battle of Bubbly for the first time, and then it's taken away from us again. The Surge comes over, trying to get a bit of side-by-side action between the two cars behind him, and we duly oblige. Thank you, Mr. Surge. Now, how's your run out of this one? We're getting a bit of a run on him here. And we'll throw ourselves another one up the inside here and try and hit that apex. And there we go, up to second. Let's jump outside, keep an eye on the pressure. That's very close behind, but everybody falling into formation. And we got a very poor drive out of that corner. And again, everybody filtering in. All nice at the minute. Let's go back on board, because around about here we thought to ourselves, we'll give up on this particular spot here. There's no way we're holding you off until the end of this straight, so we'll try and get the fuel under control. We'll start short shifting and get her up into top gear as soon as we can, as so, nice and wide. And we luckily receive a bunt on the rear bumper, or a bump, whatever you'd like to call it, which allows us to sneak back up ahead of the guy who was making the move, and we'll get to come over and defend it. Again, Surge, well, trying to make a move around the outside. I thought to myself, that's not happening. You're going to drop yourself back a couple of places, you're going to drift out wide there. But he pulls off an absolutely smashing cutback on us. Nice pass, Mr. Surge. And here, yes, now I remember, we made the mistake. We were enjoying the battle so much that we forgot to come in for a pit stop. So we're now having to do an extra lap on very worn soft tyres, and you'll see it does lose us a good 2 to 3 seconds during this lap. By the end of this lap, the tyres do not want to comply with the inputs you want to do, and it's just going to get worse this whole lap. So we are already aware here, after being in the fight for a top 2, we already know we've made the mistake. We're going to drop down into a battle for something else rather than a top 2. We're going to lose at least 3-4 seconds. We'll go for a quick skip while there's no one with us. We'll get ourselves around and into the pits, and we come back out of the pits. You can see we've dropped right back now to 7th place, but it is all still there for us. We've got the hard tyres on. We're not sure who's on the hard and who's on the mediums, but we know that there's 5 cars right in front of us. Plenty of stuff to go for. Time to get the head down. Bit of concentration. Usually takes a couple of corners to realise, right, remember about the hard tyres. You have to drive different than how you were driving just a wee moment ago. And there's an incident up ahead, and he's out into the wall. Mr. Gherkin was that? It was indeed Mr. Gherkin. Having a wee taste of the wall here. And we're almost in the top 5 with the 3 guys ahead looking like they're going side by side. Oh, misjudged their braking there a wee bit. Top to Mr. Surge. We'll flash the headlights, let him know. Apologies for that wee tap. We made sure we didn't take advantage of it. And we absolutely get terrible run. We thought we had the spot, and we had to lift out of that, coming around to the end of that corner, or we were going straight into the barrier. So our chance for a top 5 on that particular straight this lap has gone. And there's a bit of a gap now behind us, so we can full focus up ahead on Mr. Surge. At the minute we can just hope that these other guys start the battle, or because if anything they're opening up a gap on us at the moment. Although there's a pitter, and Mr. Surge has pitted as well. So Mr. Surge looks like he done a two-stopper. He went back onto the softs. We chose to stay out on the hards. I do believe a lot of guys were doing one lap on the softs, or on the hards, sorry. Some of them at the start of the race, some of them at the end of the race, and looks like some in the middle of the race also deciding to throw in the one lap on the hard tyres and get back out for the last few on the base compound. Top 4 fours at the moment, with the pressure starting to build up behind. We'll jump out as we go for a skip and wait to see what is about to build up. We're still on our own really. We'll continue to skip while we're on our own. Bit of pressure starting to come behind us now. Mr. Prost, we'll continue that skip. He is coming. I would say it's maybe time to watch it. We seem to be perhaps closing in on Honey in front of us. And surely Mr. Toto is going to be having us on the next straight. There's nothing we can do about it at all. He's coming. And we'll jump back on board as we'll let him filter in. A small bit of hope still for a battle of bubbly, but we are starting to think to ourselves, the best we can do is 4th. If we can get 4th, we've already got a top 5, so the team will be thrown as a pit party and getting the barbecue on, free sausage rolls and burgers, and probably a few alcoholic beverages. But we would like that top 4. Showing him a nose to the inside, he covers us off. And if I had my chance at this race again, right here is my mistake. Going for the pass here. And realising almost as soon as I get the pass done and around this corner, I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed in behind him, and then it was job done on this next straight. But he's now going to be behind us, and we expect him to be coming pretty damn fast. He's already got a better run out of the corner than us. Can we get him back? There's also a chance of us losing our pit party here that the team's about to throw for us, because Mr. BR won on our ass. Can we get any kind of move done? Laps a nose to the inside. Oh, move went forward. Oh, that's nice close racing. Can we get a cut back on him? No. And that was all she wrote. But we were happy with that. Top 5. And we had great fun at the pit party afterwards. Thank you again, guys, and catch us next time.